Cliff, and they are passing it back to the left.
Okay, so this is my fifth time, but it'll be your first time hearing it. I'm very sorry for the lack of commentary on this game so far. We have been working with a few technical difficulties. We've got a whole new fantastic setup here, and as this is our first stream of the year, we are just figuring out some of those. But we believe we are now live with our commentary. We have got just the one camera shoot today. Again, like I said, we've had a few technical difficulties as we work through this. But it's in no part to the work of the sports media students who've been fantastic today, getting everything set up. But bear with us, we are going to have a streaming product for you, and we'll do the best we can with what we've got today, and it will be much smoother in the future. But I am now going to hand over to Erin State, who's one of our sports media students and who is going to be on your main comms today.
Yeah, we are following on from Beeching Cliff's try, where we are waiting for the kicker to kick off now. But it has been a strong start for Beeching Cliff with them. This is their second try now. And SGS are just not bringing that defence that we normally saw from them last season, with their forwards being very strong, with many of them being involved in big academies such as Bristol Bears and being called up for England camps. We are used to them being more of a forward attacking side. However, we are hoping to see more of that in the coming time.
Yeah, it's been a tricky start, hasn't it, Erin? But it's the start of the season, and we've got a lot of new players in this SGS side, so it's going to take a bit of getting used to. Still bonding that new team together. Obviously, Dan and Callum have been working hard over the summer, getting to know their new players, but it is going to take a bit of time to gel them in together, and we hope that we can see that coming together in this game.
Yes, this is many players' first game with SGS. And after pre-season, we have seen a lot of hopeful signs from them, all being very strong and fit for the season. And now it is SGS's ball. We are passing it down. And Scrum Master's got it out of the back of the ruck. And it is forms another ruck, passing it down. They're hoping to pass it down to the winger on the left. And then hopefully he'll be able to storm through. However, they have been stopped again, with Beeching Cliff's defence being very good, and their rucking skills being very strong and on it. However, SGS is coming back and fighting quicker.
Yeah, doesn't look to be any gaps in that Beeching Cliff defence. They are holding firm, and it's proving tricky for SGS to break through.
It is now a stop in play. I think our 10 has got a penalty. Regan Hayes will be kicking. Now, Regan Hayes has got an eye for the try line. We know he is a 90% goal accuracy, with him scoring 8 kicks last week in the pre-season game. We know he's good at this. He knows what to do. So we're hoping we can see some masterpiece from him again this week. Ooh, which we sadly haven't. He didn't make it. However, Beeching Cliff have used that to their advantage and have kicked out.
Yeah, big old kick to make up some ground there. Tricky for the SGS kicker there, and obviously it didn't quite make it to the post. But like I said, he's clearly shown that he's got the ability. So hopefully we'll give him plenty more chances today.
Yes, it has been a very windy day, as you can see by the flags of the halfway line. And we have been coping with these weathers, and he will have to learn to adjust with them today, just like every game. And it is hard for our number 6 to get through, with number 9 kicking over, and it is out.
Yeah, it's lovely conditions today. It's a bit breezy out there, so again that might have held up the kick somewhat just previously, but nice and sunny, nice and warm, so it should be a nice day for some rugby out there.
And it is Beeching Cliff's throw-in.
The lineouts for SGS we noticed last year, they, especially in the first couple of games, were a bit of a weakness, but it's Dan and Callum, the coaches, have been working really hard with them over the summer on that. So hopefully we'll be able to see a few more of our SGS lineouts, both attacking and defensively. But they've been holding firm so far today.
A bit of a scrappy play from Beeching Cliffs there. We'll have to knock on, which is now a scrum for SGS. Now, the scrums are something that we was very good at last year. We saw that a lot. But the scrums this match has been a bit equal. Everything has been a bit underplayed.
Tell us a little bit about the SGS front row, Erin. Obviously, we've got some new players, but some older names in there as well. Who've we got in there today?
Yes, we have Malachi Humphreys playing loose head prop. Hooker is Taylor Coles, and then tight head prop is Finn Fluke. Now, our hooker and our tight head prop are both part of the Bristol Bears Academy, such as 12 other players, and making that 12 out of 21 of our players being part of the Bears Academy. Now, that is something that we like in our SGS Academy. We have many links to the Bears, and it brings people through, and many of them have made it in other higher clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a strong partnership that we've got with the Bears. Obviously, Beeching Cliff have their partnership with Bath Rugby as well. It's a bit of a local derby today too. And yeah, we should get some good rugby. Obviously, Beeching Cliff are a very strong side, and expect to come here and do well. But it's been quite a few minutes for them. So hopefully, SGS can start to fight their way back into this. Yeah, lining up for another scrum here, just inside the SGS half.
Now we are going down. It's a very straight scrum, I would say. Very good positioning from everyone. And it's straight out the back, and the scrum half has passed it down. It's going down the line to the winger, and taken out just before he could pass it down. Now there is a big ruck. It's a hard hit from Beeching Cliffs there, pushing back their defence, being very strong today.
Yeah, that was a big tackle. Loose ball there, fighting for it, but looks like SGS have come away with the penalty for that. So I didn't exactly see what that was for, but I'm sure they'll take the yardage anyway.
I think that may have been from going into the ruck from the side, which is why he held his hands up straight away. He knew he did wrong. And now SGS were the line out, passing it down. A hard ruck. Over.
Yeah, a couple of nice passages of play from SGS here, really nicely using that width down the line, but just struggling to make that distance up towards the try line at the moment. That Beeching Cliff defence are holding very strong.
Now, Kian Sims was number 15 there, who got stopped. He is normally one of our best players. He is seen to be scoring tries left, right and centre. Now, he is part of the Cardiff Under-18s Academy, which is good. And now we've got our number 10, Regan Hayes, kicking it out. Hopefully for another strong line out, which we are seeing quite a lot for SGS, because I know this is something they have worked hard on during pre-season.
Yeah, they've been using the ball well out of their lineouts and their scrums. Like we said, using that width well. So hopefully we can still see more of the same, make up some distance. But like we said, Beeching Cliff holding strong at the moment.
Now we have a 5-man scrum. It's just gone straight to number 9. And back out and passing it down to their winger, Beeching Cliff, hoping they can make a run through.
Yeah, this is where SGS really need to capitalise. They've, a couple of loose passes there. If they're on their toes, they'd really need to make the most out of those opportunities.
And it is a penalty to SGS.
Yeah, referee will have to keep an eye on this. That's 3 or 4 penalties in a row now. So he might be having words soon if that continues.
I'm assuming will be another kick out. And I was right.
Yeah, they're strong in the line-outs. It makes sense to place their strengths at the moment. And they're looking to get straight back into it.
Yep, good, strong, and straight into the maul, which SGS have shown to be good at. They're pushing through, and was stolen by Beach and Cliffs during that. Now straight into another ruck and passing out.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere and turned that over.
Yeah. I did not think SGS expected that. It was a quick turnaround, so many of them may have been blindsided by that, which I think now they're recovering from. And now the ref has pulled up another thing, and Beach and Cliff will be looking to kick it out.
Yeah, I think it was not releasing the ball there. Yeah, tough one for SGS. Obviously, they had the momentum there, but hopefully they can make up the ground once again. But yeah, good passage of play. That's more of what we want to see, really. And that kick hasn't gone out.
No, they've kept it alive, and it is with SGS now. However, that has gone out on the halfway line, which will be another line out.
Yeah, so this is the first game of the H season for SGS. But Erin, we did have a pre-season game last week, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I believe we played pretty well from what I've heard.
Yeah, we've got some highlights coming up for you, which we can play over half time. And what we'd like is to have a bit of a half time for you so that you can watch that. We do usually go straight into the second half, so hopefully we'll be able to show you at least a few minutes of those extra highlights, which I believe have a fantastic try from one of our backs who yeah, we're gonna wait for that. I'm just trying to find out the name of the. I've been told it was a try of the season contender already. So yeah, we're gonna. Here we go. Yeah, our number 14, Zach Radforth, try of the season contender last week against Exeter. So we'll try and get that out to you over half time as well.
Now the play has been given to SGS, which is given to our number 10, who has kicked it out again. So you're looking for another line out. Now they are using this to their advantage because we have seen our line outs are pretty strong this match.
Yeah, it's really impressive because, like we said, first few games of last season, just about managed to come away with that one. But yeah, first few games of last season, lineouts were the SGS were struggling really. So great to see that that's something they've been working on. So we've got that mixture of new and old faces that are obviously working at the moment.
Yes. And with many of them being in many different camps over the summer, we have our number 2, Taylor Coles, being representing the Irish Exiles on Irish tours in August. They may have picked up some other things from different camps that they have done. However, we have seen them during pre-season practicing this hard.
Yeah, these players would have been back in for training for probably a couple of months now. Had a bit of a summer break, but I'm not sure that would have stopped many of them training. So, at this elite level of rugby, we can see from the players out that they've been working really hard over the summer.
Hard, strong ruck from SGS there, seeing it flew one of the Beach and Cliffs players away. And they are looking to pass it down, however it has been kicked by our number 10. And caught by their back, number 15, and he has kicked it back to us as well.
Yeah, that's a monster kick. Bit of a kicking game. And that has absolutely flown.
Yep.
So yeah, a big old kick from the full back, but it looks like... what have we got here? So again, apologies for the one camera shoot today. We had a little bit of technical difficulty with one of our other cameras. So we are working with just the one camera today. But we do now have commentary for you, at least, which we didn't at the start.
That is a scrum from SGS, with our number 20 now playing for scrum half, Reese James, who we have been told is now studying in the US next year. He'll be leaving us sadly, but we are sure he'll be playing to his absolute best this season for us, which we have seen during pre-season. And we're passing it down to the backs. We have number 11 storming through. However, he has been tackled by Beach and Cliff by their amazing defence this year.
Yeah, Matthews there just getting caught in two minds, really, not quite sure which way to go. But still got the ball, so, take the positives.
That is a yellow card to number 7 from Beach and Cliffs.
Yeah, that's not surprising, really, is it, Erin? That we've got, we've had several penalties in a row now, so I think it was only going to be a matter of time before the referee took some sort of action.
Yeah, they've had their warnings now. I think reached a bit of a end.
Yeah, definitely. But that's something for SGS to capitalise on.
Yep, I believe we are looking for another line out now. There was a penalty given to Beach and Cliffs. And now another scrum. Which SGS are going to be looking to give a big push on this one, with them being within the 5 metre line.
Yeah, then show a strong scrum game. Here's a bit of a tongue twister for you. If they can capitalise on anything, obviously with being a man down now as well, that's what SGS really need to do. Need to find a way back into this game. Sorry,
yeah. The ref has pulled up the scrum. I think that was the positioning, and now he's going to make the calls again. However, SGS's scrums have been very straight and they've been looking very good. All the positioning looks right. And the ball is in. And it's a very stable scrum. They didn't seem to move anywhere, and it's gone straight back to Beach and Cliffs, who have kicked it.
Again, yeah, we do just lose that bottom corner due to our gantry position, but it is going to be a SGS line out.
With Taylor Coles throwing in our number 2, with a 4-man line out that time, and it's gone out to the back person, which has gone straight to another ruck. A bit of a dunk tackle there.
Yeah, doing their absolute best to find those gaps, SGS, because there aren't many of them, but they are keeping hold of the ball pretty well at the moment.
Yep, that number 2, Taylor Coles, making a good push through.
Yeah, it took a few to bring him down.
Yeah, very strong. We know he's very strong because he is part of the Bears Academy. He is someone who we keep an eye out for in the future.
Yeah, just lost it there. I think it looked slightly forward, but it, dropped it out anyway.
Yeah, now it's a scrum. I think they did go with the forward thing before. SGS will be clawing at this now. They can see the try line, it's within their touch. They're hoping they can get through this.
Yeah, obviously after tricky first 10 minutes there, and conceding a couple of times, it's been relatively in favour of SGS over the past 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, with Beach and Cliff defence just seems to be so strong. They keep getting hit by wall after wall. However, the Beach and Cliff did take it off the back of the scrum. They're number 8.
Yeah, I haven't made much ground, but I was assuming there was a kick coming there. And time for SGS to reset.
And it was caught by R15.
Cool. Blimey. That didn't look very friendly. It looked like he slightly went in with the shoulder there.
Yeah.
So no surprise referee's given the penalty there. He's going to have a little chat with him as well, because that was a tough challenge.
No intent of a tackle there.
Yeah, no, he's called the captain over as well, and I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw another player in this in bin.
Yep.
Yeah, it is yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, another one goes. So Beach and Cliff now down to 13 men. Unless their number 7's come back on the pitch and I haven't spotted it. But I think, we've still got a few minutes of that one. So that's going to be a real tough ask for Beach and Cliff. SGS really need to capitalise here, don't they, Erin?
Yes, and I believe they will. They have previously when the number 7 went off. So I'm hoping they will continue with this with another scrum. We can see the backs talking to each other, calling each other, making sure they know what they've got to do, since they're the people that we will be hoping to pass it down to, who can sprint through. But we know our forwards are very strong and we can push through, so we will pass to them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be the one thing that it seems like Beach and Cliff have done really well today is just closing out these gaps. SJS haven't been able to get anywhere really when they're just running at them. Been strong in the ruck, but now that they've down by 2 men, it's really a time for SJS to go for it here.
Yeah, we will start seeing gaps in the defence, hopefully, and SGS will hopefully see that as well.
Yeah, just about have they got the time to do it while they're still 2 men down for Beach and Cliff, because I don't expect there's much left to go before their number 7 comes back on the pitch.
And SGS has won that scrum with it passing down through the backs. And that has gone straight to our fullback's hands, to our winger, and he has done a little kick, which has gone straight to Beach and Cliff.
Yeah, right idea, I think. Just not quite the execution he was after.
Yep, and it has gone out, so it will be another line out now. We are seeming to love these line outs this match.
Yeah, I mean, SGS will love that, especially with the way they've been thrown today. It's been fantastic. But that looks like we might be at half time. If that's the case, we're going to take a very short break from our commentary, and we are going to show you some of the highlights from our pre-season game versus Exeter.
But when I just got here, I was just a bit like, I don't want to be here anymore. Pull me out of this. Pull me out of this. Oh my God. Talk to me. I knew we were gonna dance, but we danced so hard. Touch me. Holy shit.
Welcome back. Just about to kick off here for the second half of SGS Ace Ones versus Beach and Cliff. Our Bristol versus Bath rivalry today. And after a 14-7 score in the first half, SGS will be looking to bring back what they can. But yeah, interesting, last 15-20 minutes in that first half, wasn't it, Erin, with a couple of players into the sin bin for Beach and Cliff.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy start for Beach and Cliff. However, they have just had a brilliant kickoff, which was caught by SGS. However, they defended brilliantly and has caught it.
Yeah, they do seem to be, a little bit feisty. There's a couple of them that, thrown a couple of big tackles in. I think one of their forwards was lucky to get away with what looked ever so slightly like a dunk tackle. But like you said, we've got two in the sin bin, so the ref's obviously not afraid to send them off. But SGS have done really well out of this line-out.
Yeah, the ref seems his head seems on, and he is clicked watching everyone. He's not missed much, I don't think.
No, he's done a good job so far. No, you're right there.
They're making another call
quick
to
tap and go.
SGS. Just quick go, straight back to the backs.
Again, looks slightly forward, but they've not called it. They've made plenty of ground there.
Big ruck being passed out by our number 20, Reece James, who has gone on to replace our number 9. Has gone straight down to the wing. And a penalty for Beach and Cliff.
Oh, shame there. Again, SGS have done well today using the width, as we've said. They've moved it down the line quickly. But again, that Beach and Cliff defence is holding strong. And was that again for not releasing or...
Yes.
But yeah, I think so. But tough break for SGS after a good start to this second half.
And it has been kicked out again.
Again, apologies if you're just joining us for the second half. We due to the position of our gantry, we just miss out on the second half of the kind of front half of this pitch. So we might miss it if it goes right into the corners, but we'll try and bring you every angle that we can.
And Beach and Cliffs did well in that line out. In comparison to the first half, we have been amazing on the line outs, hitting them hard with our good plays, mixing them up and distracting Beach and Cliffs quite a lot. But they capitalised on that and they may have clicked onto some of our plays.
Yeah, another penalty for Beach and Cliff there, Erin. So SGS just need to go steady and make sure that they are not falling into the same trap that Beecham did in the first half after, several penalties in a row getting a man sin bin.
This, I believe their 7 should be on now. However, number 13 will still be off.
Yeah, that was about
Yellow
5
card.
minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes before second half, I think. So he's still got a bit of time in the bin.
SGS still need to use that to their advantage. However, Beach and Cliffs are throwing in now after their penalty. It looks to be a 6-man line out, sorry. And Beach and Cliffs did well, and it's now gone to a maul, which was taken out the back. And he is powering through, using all of his power in his legs, but was stopped by SGS's defence. And he needed to pass it out, which is what they are doing now.
Yeah, they're a big side, Beach and Cliff. They've got some big forwards, so it's proving tough for SGS, but not after that tackle. That was a crunching tackle. Brilliant work by our number 6, who is, let's just grab that name, Joachim Höller, who is studying sports media with us this year. But yeah, great tackle there.
And it is another scrum now. We're hoping for another strong one. However, they have been quite equal.
Yeah, so Höller there is a third-year student at the college. Got called up to England under-18s last year. So, I mean, I'm personally looking forward to teaching him this year, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can do in the rugby academy as well.
And it has been kicked off the back, straight out, I think. And it will be another line out. It is seeming to be the option that we choose quite often here in this match. However, I would think that's a good choice because we have been very good in the line-outs.
Yeah, it's been a strong line-out game from both sides, I'd say. But we've probably just won that battle. But what SGS really need to start doing, and I'm sure Dan and Callum have spoken to them about it at half time, is start converting that into real chances.
And the ref seems to be having a quick little word with our hooker, Taylor Coles, just making sure he's in the right place. And it has gone to Beeching Cliffs again. And they are storming through with their shoulder down, getting through. With the forwards going, picking off the back, doing short little runs. Even though they are little, they are powerful. However, that is a big tackle from our number 5,
work.
Ryan Warborn. And it was knockout with the hands and has been picked up by an SGS. Our number 9, which is Evan Russell. And it's gone straight out to the backs and he is running forward straight through. However, was knocked out and is taken by Beeching Cliffs.
Yeah, a bit back and forth with that ball, but SGS definitely holding firm on those last ditch tackles. They are stopping Beeching Cliff getting any closer to their try line at the moment.
Yep, those little tackles. However, that one was not a little tackle. I think did 2 players to get him down. However, it was a strong, and that is Beeching Cliff going through, and he has scored right under the H. Perfect for the kicker. However, not perfect for SGS.
Yeah, that was tough, really. He seemed to come out of absolutely nowhere, just breezed past a few of the SGS players. And then by the time he was near the try line, a couple of them realised that he had gone past him. So, tough break for SGS. They'd had a strong start to this half, but that's not going to make things any easier, is it, Erin?
No, I think that absolutely blindsided some of them. I think they needed to blink a few times to see him go past.
Yeah, it was absolutely rapid. So it's a good breakaway from Beeching Cliff. They've done well there, but like I said, tough break for SGS. That was tricky. That'll be tricky to take after the end of the first half, start of the second half. They've been playing very well, especially with that 2 men out at one point. That's not what they'll want for this next. Up until the rest of the half, because they got a bit of a mountain to climb now, haven't they?
Yes, they do. With 2 tries, down, they have got a fight. However, they were showing the end of last half that they have got it in them to get it. However, they just need to make sure that they can.
Yeah, so now looking at 21-7, we believe. As we said, we did miss the first 5 minutes or so as we were trying to sort out our stream. But we believe it's 21-7 to Beeching Cliff.
I believe that kick just made the 10 and it went straight out, which means another line out. And that is for Beeching Cliff's throw in. With it being another 6-man scrum. And SGS making a poor attempt at a throw in. However, they have been pulled up on it and it is SGS's ball. And it's being another scrum. We have been pretty strong on the scrums, I will say. It has been very equal though, with Beeching Cliff being very strong as well. And the ball is in. The ref did not like that. He pulled him up on it very quickly.
Yeah, tried the little tap and go, but referee not liking it. Like we said, he's been on top of everything today, which I suppose is a good thing. He's allowed that play to just crack on, but he's let everyone get their shape first.
Well, that kick has gone straight back to the number 15 of Beeching Cliff's hands. But SGS's defence has quickly got onto him and they are having to move the ball down.
Yeah, you can see what he was trying to do. A little bit too much juice on that kick, but they've done well to close down the space.
Yes, and it has a bit of a slow ruck from Beeching Cliffs. And they pulled it up on it and they've called a scrum, the ref.
Yeah, you can see they were edging for that big kick downfield, make up a bit of ground, but referees again not allowed it, so he's coming back for the scrum.
Our scrum being very strong, with our number 6 being called up for England last year, many of them being in the Bears Academy, with 4 of them being part of the Bears Academy, and we're very proud of them for making that far. But we would say it was part of the SGS's coaching that got them that way. It's still of SGS passing it down, have a big tackle on our number 10. However, he did do a quick pop pass to our number 11, which was brought down very harshly, I would say.
Yeah, they're just struggling as they get down the line. They get to their winger, push it out to our wide areas, but then as soon as the tackle goes in, they're struggling to shift everyone else across the pitch to get that ruck over. So that's where SGS are dropping their possession at the minute, which is proving tough, especially with Beachy Cliff not letting them have any space as the forwards try and break through that line. But again, lacking a bit of support, I think, as they use the width of the pitch here.
We seem to have an injured player who has quickly got back up, Cesar Mochi, number 18. He is hunched over now, but he has assured our physio that he is okay. And he is continuing with the scrum. Another scrum. We have seen a lot of subs swap out, with our number 19 now being in, number 20 now filling in for the scrum half. Number 20 being Reece James.
Yeah, really not far out now. Again, it would be really good if SGS could get a score on the board. But Beachy Cliff holding strong at the moment. A big kick down the field, but
Big catch
they
from
have
him.
managed to catch that. Yeah, wow.
Strong catch.
Being held up here.
Strong, big power in his legs to keep pushing him through that. Good pass, good play. They're passing it down, however, there has been a whistle from the ref, and now they're looking to kick it. And that is out.
Yes, lovely conditions out there for game rugby. We've got loads of our academies in action this Wednesday afternoon. We've had our rugby under 17s playing this morning. We've got obviously our ice game that we're streaming for you today. We've had our women's rugby playing. We've got our football team playing or training at least. We've got our American football players having a training session outside. They're doing a blue v white. And there is, a lot of sport going on, which is exactly what we wanted. It's really nice to have our Wednesday afternoons back after a long summer.
Yeah, very busy. Very busy. Now I believe one of the players has been pulled up something. He's having a word with the captain. He's pulled him over. That is their number 16. Now, no card was given, just a stern talking to, I think.
Yeah, not quite sure what that one was for. But again, the referee, showing he's not afraid to have a little chat with them, let them know that he's the one in charge here. But Beachy Cliff running a fine line at times throughout this game.
The number 16 being their hooker, so I wonder if it's something to do with the scrum as a whole, their positioning maybe. However, SGS did win that scrum.
Oh, he's found a gap.
And he is being held up by number 20 from Beachy Cliff.
That's a strong ruck to keep hold of that one.
Yep. And they're using pods with their 2 players to the side of him. However, we needed more than one person in that ruck there. That was not enough from SGS there. However, it is a penalty for us.
Managed to win the penalty, but I'm not quite sure what happened yet. I mean, the fly-off wasn't anywhere to be seen. It was, kind of. No one
Bit
seemed to want it.
scrappy. No. We are now going to kick it out for another line out. With our number 10, Regan Hayes. He is someone that is very good with kicking. He has a 90% accuracy. And him getting 8 kicks last week in our preseason game, which you may have seen in the highlights that were shown during halftime.
Yeah, another of our Bears Academy products here studying with us at SGS. But yeah, that's unfortunately been turned over. A big old kick.
Leading to another line out. Seeming to like them.
Yeah, plenty of practice for them today. But like you said, going well at least. It's been probably one of the strongest aspects of SGS's game today. Would you agree, Erin?
Yeah, hoping the props have kept their arms warm. They're not getting tired of carrying that person up yet.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like they were there just a bit too high. Didn't quite manage to pull that one off. But again, a rare blip in what's otherwise been a pretty strong aspect of their game today.
Yeah, I think some of the forwards may be hoping for no more line-outs from the backs. However, Beach and Cliff have got the ball now, and they're passing it down. But SGS have been showing some big, strong tackles there from our number 18, showing a big dump tackle a minute ago.
Yeah, big old crossfield kick there, but hasn't quite worked out as we wanted to. I think there was a bit of a breakdown in communication there.
But our 19 has caught it straight away. Sam Morris. He is a first year. This is his first game for the Ace League. And he is showing good signs of potential for SGS here. It has been passed down straight to our number 10. A strong look there, but was overturned to our number 14 at Beach and Cliff.
Yeah, he's done well to come over there. It looked like we were going to have another penalty for not releasing after a bit of a scrappy pass back from the fullback there, but we managed to keep hold of it, and we are moving forward. But again, it's really scrappy in there, isn't it?
Yep, and it's a penalty for Beach and Cliff.
Again, no one seemed to want to take it out of the ruck.
No, I don't quite know what's going on with our SGS's ruck. We're not seeming to be quick enough on there. Or we just don't have the power anymore. We seem to have. He has kept the ball live and kicked it. However, the linesman has called it to be a line out again. Oh, no, it is a scrum. It was knocked on by SGS. It's 15. And it will be Beach and Cliff who will be putting the ball in their scrum half. With our number 20, Reece James, waiting to catch it as soon as it goes in. You see him ready to pounce on it there. And it has collapsed. Scrum, so the ref will be given some kind words of how to sort it out.
Yeah, referee's been it's been good today, but like you say, it's the scrum. That's rare that they've been collapsing today. Again, might be a bit of fatigue, but we've seen a strong scrum game from both sides today.
Yes, I believe Beach and Cliff have been very strong, but I think it has been very equal for SGS and Beach and Cliff. Both of them staying similar. Go straight off the back to number 11, and it's been falling through. And hard hit.
Oh, he's got that over, hasn't he? Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, that was tough again. Like we said, those big players coming back to bite them. It's their number 7, who of course was timid in the first half, but has now come on and made a real impact in this second half with a 4th try for Beach and Cliff. It's going to be tough to get back into this now, isn't it, Erin?
Yes, very tough. I think we will have to have some sheer determination in the second half.
Yeah, I mean it's tricky to be 3 tries down. Obviously, I mean it's been a tough half. I think after that first try of the second half for SGS, haven't really troubled the Beach and Cliff try line as much as they would have liked to. And like we said before, the Beach and Cliff defence, staying strong, not letting them through. A couple of sloppy mistakes, but yeah, it'd be nice to get a score on the board for this second half.
Yes, very easy kick for Beach and Cliff there, with their number 7 getting it right underneath the H. Just what they want, really.
Yeah, so that leaves us at 28-7, we believe. As I said, we did miss just the first 5 minutes as we were trying to sort out our stream due to some technical difficulties, but we believe the score now sits at 28-7.
Big kick over all the players, all the forwards at the middle, and gone straight to our number 10, who has now fallen. A bit of a scrappy play there from our number 18. Make sure he stays on side. Going to our number 13, who can't seem to find a way through. Hit a blow wall with Beach and Cliff's defence. However, there has seemed to be a bit of a break. Each time we get it, we seem to make more ground each time. However, we need to make sure we keep these rucks strong, because as we've seen in like the last 10 minutes, they've not been our strongest ones.
Yeah, a couple of good step insides from the replacement winger there, but again, it's that same old story that we've seen for the rest of the day, isn't it, Erin? It's tough to get through with the forwards, trying to break their way through that line, and as soon as we send it out wide, they kind of lack the support to, as soon as they get tackled, there's a lack of rucking. It's tricky to keep hold of that ball, so we, tended to either give away a penalty,
Yes.
or turn over, which has kind of been the story of the day so far today.
Yeah, there seems to also have been a bit of an injury there with our number 21. He seems to be limping a little bit. I see our physio running across the pitch to go see him now. So we wonder if that was during that play or if it's been something that he's been holding on to. However, we now have bought the water on for injury time.
Yeah, another of our Bears Academy students here, Motas Bari Suskas. I will apologise if I've absolutely butchered that. He's another first-year student. This is his first ace game for us. Bears Academy student, so he's trying to equip himself well in his first game.
Now, we have seen him do some good plays up on the wing. So we're hoping it's not too serious and he can keep playing. However, we do have many good replacements of subs for him. Yeah,
he's definitely agile. No, he's really, really quick in the turn. But it looks like he is going to be coming off here. The referee just signalling to the subs bench that they are going to have to bring on a replacement. It looks like.
Number 14 has just taken off his bib. Number 14 will be coming on instead. That is Zach Radford coming on. And here's the one who scored the spectacular try, which is in contender for try of the year versus Exeter last year, which you may have saw in the highlights during half-time. However, we are now going forward to another scrum, which is strong and very equal, I would say. Beach and Cliff did get the better of them during the end of that. However, SGS kept the ball. And good strong ruck being passed out by our scrum half.
Yeah, much better from SGS there.
And we have brought back on our number 9, Evan Russell. He is just been called up to his first England under-18s camp.
Exciting.
Yes, and he's only recently just become scrum half. It's very difficult to pick up from recent times.
Busy year for him.
Yes. I think it is going to be another scrum.
Strange game, isn't it? I mean, because it's like it hasn't felt like there's 3 tries, but 3 tries and 3 conversions between these teams. There have been long periods of this game where they felt quite evenly matched, and then it's just been a quick breakthrough or a bit of individual quality that has separated the sides today.
Yes, I don't feel like it's been very one-sided.
Hmm.
It's been very forward-based as well, with a lot of line-outs and scrums. So I feel our forwards may be getting a bit tired now, but I'm sure our subs will be able to keep up.
Yeah, it's been a lot of big tackles. It's been quite a strenuous game for the players here. So yeah, we've into probably the last 10 minutes or so, maybe just a touch more, because we didn't. If you're just joining us, we didn't stop very long for half time. So we're probably into the last 10 to 15 minutes here of this game at the SGS Arena.
I think there was a stop there for a minute. Maybe injury, however the ref is back. And we can get started on this scrum. We have kept with the same number 8, Ned Hill, since the beginning. He is also part of the Bears Academy and he is a first year student. So he has been very good. He's been very good with pickoffs at the back of the scrum, which is what he's just done. However, it is a penalty to Beach and Hill.
Yeah, they've certainly enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how that one was different to any of the others, but obviously, yeah, strong in the scrum. Obviously, it was a really good scrum, and they've just managed to nick that ball back. But yeah, the Beach and Cliff supporters and bench loving that one.
Yep, and now it is another line out which will be thrown in from Beach and Cliff, since it was their penalty. And it's looking to be a 5-man line out, which the ref did not like. I have a feeling it was not a straight throw in.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to do here, but it didn't look like it from here, from what we could see. But he's going to let them take it again.
Yep. However, SGS should capitalise on how they know what play they're going to do now. However, they was not successful.
Manage it. Yeah.
There is a maul now, which we're pushing through. It looks to be strenuous this time. It's not seeming to be as easy as they previously done.
No, they are making a lot of ground. Interesting, because Beach and Cliff have tended to just, as soon as the maul has formed, they've tended to nick it out the back and try and catch SGS unawares. But they have made some good yardage just then. But it looks like they've now handed that over to SGS.
Yep. I think holding on to the ball in the bottom of the ruck. We've now handed it over to us. So hoping we can use this to our advantage, since we desperately need to keep going with something now.
Yeah, it's been a bit stop-start, hasn't it, since the try? It's since the fourth try for Beach and Cliff. It's been a tough old slog for SGS. As like we said, lots of stop-start, lots of scrums and line-out. So hopefully they can get a few phases going. They might be able to move a little bit further up the pitch.
And we are passing it down to our backs, which was stopped by Beach and Cliff's defence, where I would say was a bit high.
Yeah, like I said, the ref's not been afraid to call dirty ones today, so he's obviously a judge that one was just about okay.
Yep.
But we've seen, yeah, we've seen a yellow card in the first half for what was obviously a succession of penalties, but then this second yellow card that we saw was for a big crunchy tackle that looked like it was shoulder first. There wasn't really any intention to get it, but we
just missed that try.
Yeah, another one goes
camera
over the
angle.
line. Apologies, we just miss out that last corner of the pitch where our gantry position is, but judging by the celebrations of the Beach and Cliff players, looks like they've just managed to push that one over. But Erin, won't be as easy a conversion from here, will it?
No, it definitely won't. I think it will be a heck of a kick if he manages to get this, but we've seen it happen before.
Yeah, they've got some good kickers in their side. So yeah, we'll see how they get on with this one.
See, we have people from SGS going to run, try catch it before it reaches the H. I've not seen that happen many times before in many matches. However, it will be brilliant if they manage to get that.
Yeah, SGS had one in the first half, and the wind was kind of blowing against him. It looks, looking at the corner flags, to be doing exactly the same again. But we've just got a shot of the goalpost for you here. We're just trying to get the player in. He's done us a favour, and he's just taken a step infield, so he's not behind that pole for us. So we can see. We will see the player make contact with the kick here.
Oh, and he just missed.
Not quite again. Tough kick there with the wind, wasn't it?
Yes. It would have been a brilliant, monumental kick if he did manage to get that.
Okay, so that leaves the scores at 32-7, if we are to be correct. Again, I'm going to repeat it just in case anyone new has joined us. We did miss the first 5 minutes of our stream, so and we are without a scorecard today, but we have been reliably informed of the scores that have been put through. So we should be at 32-7 for this game.
Yep, with our number 10 back to kick off, and it has gone straight into the dead end zone, which has been called by Beach and Cliff, which will lead to them restarting again and going back to the middle. It was a hell of a kick to get
It
that
was
far.
indeed.
Now another scrum.
And yeah, setting up for another scrum, which again, as we said, has been a strong aspect of both teams' plays today, especially Beach and Cliff. They've been extremely strong in the scrum, haven't they, Aaron?
Yes, they have. They've been very consistent as well, with a very fast kickoff, which the ref did not like. He's bringing it back, going to slow them down a bit.
Yeah, again, this is what we were saying. It's been very stop-start, hasn't it? It's lots of stoppages, but again, I think it's probably made it. I mean, Evan, you play rugby as well. Does that make it tougher to get a bit of a rhythm going to get into the game if you're behind, if you keep stop-starting?
I fear especially for the backs, since they have their sequences and little passages that they like to do. If there's a knock-on and then another scrum, they fear it messes with their game. However, for a forward, I am very happy with some stoppages in the second half. I'll be very grateful for it. But as soon as I start going, I'm a bit like, oh, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Frustrating knock-on there. For SGS, that's looked to be getting away. They looked like they had a man over, but unfortunately, just not quite the right pass to get that out to the final man out wide.
For SGS has been creeping up the pitch. They are getting significantly closer to their try line. So hoping they can continue with this scrum. They need a big push on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going to be a little bit too far gone here, but I know that, Dan and Callum would love it if they can get some sort of points on the board for this second half, just to show that they're not down and out. Got that resilience to keep going, especially after what's been a pretty hard log of a game for all the players involved.
However, that was a very good scrum from Beach and Cliff. Straight out the back, no worries.
Yeah, again.
And it's been passed to their number 14. He's got big speed on him, and he has made it straight past everyone.
Wow.
And put down.
Yeah, just didn't quite fancy taking it past that last man. They are obviously very much up in this game, but thought he'd play it safe and put that down just before he looked like he was in two minds, didn't he? But again, another individual piece of quality from the Beach and Cliff number 14. A long old run down there. Managed to skim past a fair few of the SGS players, but again, it's been a tough second half, hasn't it, Erin?
Yeah, he didn't want to run the risk of trying to go reach under the H. He was still checking over his shoulder even at the end. But SGS just couldn't keep up with him.
Yeah, another tough kick here as well, similar to the final try on the other side of the pitch. Let's see if they can do any better from here.
The wind is still very big because you can see it in the flags.
Yeah, wind against. It's going to be a real tough one to get it from over from here, but it looks, yeah, great kick. Wow, yeah.
Yep.
That is an excellent, again, another good piece of individual quality from Beach and Cliff. We've seen them all over their game today, which has made it incredibly tough for SGS.
Yeah, absolutely. Their kicker has been brilliant today. We have seen a lot of from him. He's very strong in his kicks, even with the wind difficulties.
So that leaves a score, by my calculations, at 39-7 to Beach and Cliff. And we are likely heading into the last 5 minutes or so of the game here today, as Beach and Cliff again find a
Strong
gap.
runs from number 11 that was, but he was taken down by SGS's defence.
Yeah, proving really tricky to bring down, aren't they?
Yeah, they just seem to be really slick and they can get past loads of people. For some reason, SGS just haven't figured out how to get them down.
Yeah, it's been as first games of the season go, it's been pretty tough for SGS today. But we did see a similar pattern last year. Struggled in their first game, which I believe was against Hartpury last year. But after a few games, a few new players, once they'd all gelled, they did come back strong, and they got some really cracking results later on in the year. But it looks like they're just running out of steam, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been a hard game, and we've seen them come back from things like this, but I think they may have their heads down now.
Yeah, it looks like the referee is just blown for full time. We're a little bit early on my watch, but probably makes sense considering the game that we've had. But yeah, Erin, thoughts?
I thought it was a good game for Beach and Cliff. They have shown their skill and their strength, especially for a first match. It really gives all the other teams that will be playing in the league a bit of a jump to figure out what they've got to do against them in the coming games. But for SGS, this has been a good build-up game. They'll understand what they've got to do better in the coming games and understand where they've gone wrong. So I think that's always a good improvement. Yeah,
I would agree. I think it's the first game of the season is always going to be tough. It's especially when you're bringing in lots of new players, and it's their first game together. So we had a pre-season game against Exeter, which went well, but as we move into the Ace League now, there are going to be some teams that really have gelled excellently, and would just especially with the first years, we had a lot of them in the squad today, but
Yes.
hopefully give it the rest of the season and SGS can fight their way back into this league.
Yeah, 7 of the 21 players we had on the pitch today was first years. With this being their first game in the league, I think they proved themselves very well.
Yeah,
They've
absolutely.
used a lot of the skills that we've seen them practice in the pre-season trainings, like the line-outs, to their advantage.
Yeah, all credit to those players out there today. As Aaron and I said before, it didn't feel like a game that deserved to have this much of a score difference. Some real individual pieces of quality, excellent lineouts from SGS throughout the game, but yeah, at the end of the day, just wasn't quite enough.
No.
Okay, and as the players make their way through and off to the pitch, that ends our live stream for today. Apologies for delay in getting started. Again, we are working with some new tech, and we just had some bugs in the system, so we will have those sorted, and we're looking forward to bringing you coverage of all of the Ace men's games this season, as well as lots of games from our other academies as well throughout the year. Now, if you are interested in studying or playing with us at SGS College, you need to just visit our website, and you can have a look at the range of courses that we have available, as well as our academies. It's not just rugby. We've got a lot of academies available. If you're interested in football, in basketball, in netball, we've got a lot of options, as well as studying your course alongside. And final thanks from me to all of the sports media students who have been part of it today. Thanks to Erin, who studies is our second year student, and thanks for everyone else for being involved.
Yep. Thank you.